Hey, hi, good afternoon, good evening actually. Am I audible properly? Can you please help me in the chat? Am I audible? Thank you. So we'll give 5 minutes to everyone by the time they join in and then we'll continue. So last time what we have covered in the classroom was still the wrapper class, right? And we have completed the packages part. Okay, we'll just wait for 1 more minute and then we'll start. So last time where we have ended was at wrapper classes. Okay. Okay, so the next part, what we are going to start here with, is what we call as deferred implementation. Okay, now deferred implementation in simple terms meant what? That we want to do something, but we are trying to hold it. So one of the way of doing that is see, you have seen that we have got a superclass and a subclass. Okay, we have got a superclass and a subclass. Subclass have name m1 and superclass have a method by name m1 If I add the same method in subclass, we call it as method overriding. Yes, no? Yeah, this is what we call it. But this is basically a willful overriding. What if in a superclass I want to write a method which will make sure that subclass is somehow overriding that method compulsorily? There is difference between a willful overriding and obligatory overriding. So that is what we are going to learn now. In simple terms, what they are saying, that some things are always in a basis of a representation. For example, see here. Have you ever been into a vehicle? Have you ever been into a vehicle? Have you driven a vehicle? Yeah, if yes, just put up a thumbs up or something. Vehicle. Okay. How about a car? Have you been into a car? Yes. Have you been into a car? So what happens is, you might say yes, I have been into a car. But now if I say, have you ever been into a, for example, if I say, have you ever been into a Honda City? See how does that look like? Now, which one of it makes more like, which image are you able to imagine? If I say, can you imagine a vehicle? It's an abstraction. Can you imagine a car? It's again an abstraction. But if I ask you, can you imagine a Honda City? You might say yes, right? This is because these two are what we normally call as an abstraction. This is what we normally call as an abstraction. But this thing here is what we call as concrete implementation. Okay, we call it as concrete implementation. If I want my subclass to compulsorily have something, I can make them do that by making use of what a keyword called as abstract. By keyword called as abstract. Now we can mark class and a method abstract. We can mark a class and a method what an abstract. Now, very important point is, abstract methods can be declared and not defined. See, now there is a difference between a declaration and a definition. What is the difference? Now, if you write a normal method, how does it start? See, public void start. Yeah, it's a method. So when you define a method, you start and end it with a pair of curly braces. This is how you define a method. But what will we do here is, when we mark something as abstract, how do we do that? Public abstract void start. You end it with a semicolon. Yeah, you end it with a semicolon here, and on other hand here you end it with a pair of curly braces. And this is what we call as defining, and this is what we call as declaring a method. There is a difference in both. Yeah, this is what we call as defining, and this is what we call as declaring. In abstraction, we always do the declaration. In abstract part, we always do the declaration. We create a superclass, we declare the method as abstract, so that any class which becomes the subclass will have to compulsorily override. Now, overriding is something you all know, right? We have seen that during the inheritance time, that when a subclass superclass have method with the same signature, and we write the method in the subclass, it is as good as we are overriding the method. So what we will do now here is, we'll write a class called as car, which will, or let's say, we'll write a class mobile. Okay, we'll write a class mobile. This mobile should have call and SMS. Now you tell me, you buy an Apple phone, you buy a Samsung phone. Both of them have this function. Does both of them have this function? Both of them normally have this function. Yes, no? they can make a call, they can make an SMS. But can you tell me one thing, that if I am working, yeah, if I am working with call and SMS of a mobile, the way the Apple makes a call and the way the Samsung makes the call, the functionality, is it exactly same? Is that exactly same or it will be different? It will be different, right? But we call that, okay, I'm going to make a call and I'm going to send an SMS. This is what we normally do. So how we do that, we'll mark the class as what? Abstract. See, we'll mark the class as abstract. A class can be marked as an abstract class. A class can be marked as an abstract class. An abstract class can have abstract as well as non-abstract methods. It can have abstract as well as non-abstract methods. Okay. Now, what do you do? Now, how is the relationship of an abstract class when it comes to a subclass which is non-abstract? Okay. So this is very important. When a non-abstract class extends an abstract superclass, it has to override all the abstract methods, or else it will result in an error. If an abstract superclass, you have a superclass, and if it is not extending, then the problem is, if you do not override the abstract method, yeah, it will start giving you errors. So for doing that, let's go back to our code. Okay. So, let's call it as deferred implementation. Deferred implementation. Let me this class. I want to make it as an abstract class. So public abstract class mobile. Yeah, public abstract class mobile. Here I'll say public abstract void call. See, this is how we write call, and then I have public abstract void SMS. Okay, this is also my abstract method. And then what I do, just to show you that abstract class can have non-abstract method, I'll say public void test function. Hello abstract. Okay, so this is the first of the class I'm writing. Then here I write iPhone.java and see, if I extends mobile, see, it is giving me errors. The type iPhone must implement the inherited method SMS and call. Why? Because they are abstract method. The overriding has become compulsory now, without which it is not possible to do anything here. So what we will do now is we have to override those two methods. So how will I do that? Simple. You go back to mobile, copy this method, both the methods in fact, paste it here. Okay, I made a mistake here. Let me just quickly fix it. Public abstract void call public abstract void SMS. I copy these two methods, take them to iPhone. Okay, how do we fix it? For fixing this, there are two-step procedure. First, replace your curly brace with replace your semicolon with pair of curly brace and get rid of keyword abstract. See, this is as good as the minimum level of overriding. What will you do? No more keyword abstract, and your semicolon will be converted to pair of curly brace. Now, what you write here for iPhone is your choice. So I'll say system.out.println call of iPhone. Okay, call of iPhone. At the same time, I'll do what here system.out.println SMS of iPhone. Okay, so here I have overridden it. Same way, I can do what? Create a new file, call it as Samsung Galaxy .java, and I want to do what? Extends mobile. Again, the same two things. See, in fact, it will give me the solution to quick fix add unimplemented method. See what it has given. I will talk about this annotation later on, so I don't need this and I don't need this, but basically it is giving me the same way of working. Yeah, it will give me the same way of working, and here I'll say system.out.println call of galaxy, and then here I have got call of SMS of galaxy. Okay, and then I have got my runner. So runner.java file class runner main method, and here I can do what? See, same the rule of inheritance. Mobile m is equal to new iPhone. This is also possible, and mobile m1 is equal to new Samsung Galaxy. This is also very much possible. Then m dot call m dot SMS. M1 dot call m1 dot SMS. And if I say okay, let's start the terminal. Shift to deferred implementation. Java C runner.java. Is there any issue anywhere? It's compiling, not no problem found. Java space runner. Yeah, this is how this particular part is done. So what I'll do is let me just quickly check out code share. Okay, deferred implementation part. And here what I do is I'll add up these codes now in the line. So first we have mobile.java, then we have iPhone.java, then we have Galaxy.java, and then we have runner.java. Okay, I've added this in the code share. Link is in the chat box. Try this out quickly and let me know in the chat box when you're done. Are we done? Let me know, please. Okay. Now the next part, what we have is we call as interfaces. Again, a very important part. So let's try that out. Interfaces. Now, interface is like a contract. Once signed, you have to comply with it. Yeah, you have to comply with that. Again, interfaces contains abstract methods. Now see, you can have only one superclass, but there can be multiple interfaces. Yeah, you can have only one superclass, but you can have more than one interfaces. Now interface is like, I normally use this example. For example, let's say Tom is a human, correct? Tom is a human, but let's say Tom has completed engineering degree and Tom has completed MBA. Now see, this is an abstract superclass, but these are what interfaces. Why? Because this is Tom is not an engineer. Tom is an human being, but has an engineering degree. They have complied with some engineer degree, and they have like completed, like in your case, you are implemented an interface by the name of BCA. You are not BCA. You are a human who have a bachelor of computer applications degree, and you have applied, and now you are going to finish those 6 semesters, right? That is what you are doing. You have those 6 semesters, you are going to comply with those semesters. That is nothing but your interface, and this is that is a contract. Same way, this interface is also like a contract. Yeah, it contains abstract method. So how do we write an interface? Interface is an keyword. So you say interface I1. Okay, you write and compile it like a class, and then you say public abstract void M1. This is also possible. And when inside an interface, if you do not write the keyword abstract, that is also fine. So if you say public abstract void M2, that is also fine. Then you have got class A. And how do you connect an interface to a class? This time you make use of a word called as implements I1. And now the rules are same. You have to override all the methods from interface. So how does it look like? So here, let me create i1.java, which is an interface. We say this is an interface. Then public abstract void m1 semicolon public void m2 semicolon. Okay, these are both abstract methods. Now you write a class. For example, I write a class a.java. Then what we do say here is we implements what I1. And the moment I do that, it will have to again override all the superclass methods, so or either interface methods. So I'll get rid of this annotation override. Here also I'll do the same thing. I'll talk about annotations later on. Okay, then we do our system.out.println a dash m1 dash dash I1. Let's say implemented a dash m1, which was coming in from I1. Here I say a dash m2, and this is, and in the same runner, if I try to run I1 I is equal to new a possible, and then I do I dot m1 and I do I dot m2. See, it is running here both the way, same for me. Getting this, how do we write an interface and how do we implement it? So I am adding that again on my code share. So this is my interface I1. This is my class A. And where is that other thing? Yeah, we have to update the runner as well. Yeah, updated on the code share, same link. Let me know once you copy and work with it. Yeah, done with this. Okay, so let's proceed. And next thing, what we'll do is, what if we have multiple interfaces? Yeah. Now, see, a person can do BCA. Now they can go ahead and do MBA. They can do multiple more things, right? So here, the situation is that we have to implement more than one interfaces. So that is a possibility, because that is not a possibility when it comes to superclass subclass. In Java, there can only be one superclass. Yeah, in Java there can be only one superclass. But here it can be more than one, and we can implement that. So here I can have another interface I2 which have its own method. Okay. So here I can have I2.java, and this is going to be an interface. Okay. And next what I'm going to do is public abstract void m3 and public abstract void m4. Okay. and then in your class A, I will do what? Just add a comma and I say I2. Now after I say I2, I have to override bodies of both. So here again I do quick fix and it will say override M3 and M4 as well now. So now I do what? Let's get rid of M3. Let also get rid of M4, and here let me use the same function from here. Output same. So A dash M3 from I2 this time. We are implementing this from I2. A dash M4 from I2. Okay. And in the runner, let us call. See, this will not work now because here again there is a very good thing that I1 is equal to new A. So it will only be able to access those things which are given inside the class. Inside this by which are provided by I1. So I have to create new I2. I2 is equal to new A. Now it will only be accessing those parts which are given by I2, and I can say I2 dot M3 and I2 dot M4. And now when I run this, see M3, M4, and so on. I hope this is clear for you guys what we have done. So I'll give you the code for I2 on the code share. So this is I2 and how I have updated A, and then how I have updated the runner. Okay, if you want quickly complete this. Yeah, let me know once you're done with this part. Perfect. So now let's go ahead to the next part, and that is your file IO. You know what? I've lost the parts to my file IO. I have lost some of the data for my file IO. So let's do what. Mm, okay, so that one topic would be remaining. Uh, so before we jump ahead in something else, when are your Java papers, final papers? I just need to find out some of the files for you, right? I told you I'll be giving you some files, right, for your exams. Mm, okay, so just give me 2 minutes. I will make some arrangement for you. I'm trying to find out the files I was supposed to give you. I'm giving you a WeTransfer link for one of the file which I have right now. When are your practicals? Have Arun sir said you anything? Anyone? Anyways, I'll talk to sir. Let me know once you will be able to see the link. I am giving you one file. Okay. See, I've given you one link in the chat window. Java is 13 May. Okay. Exam is on 13th May, right, Hari? So I'll be coming to the college mostly on Thursday or Wednesday. Wednesday is something I'm planning for so that we can cover up those last two topics. Okay. Can you get the file from here, everyone? From the link, I have given you a file, and there is one more list of notes I'm going to give it to you, so you can check it out from there as well. Okay. So for attendance, can you please join on this link? We can complete our attendance and stop for today. Even a meet link, you guys can join in there. And we everyone so that just a second. If you are talking about something, just give me a minute. My earphones are not connected. Okay, so I'm ending the YouTube stream here. I hope everyone is on the